Hi, I'm Toni Balfour. I'm an acupuncturist and herbalist and founder of Yin Yang Dermatology. In this video, I want to tell you about the healing journey of one of my patients who was having a terrible time struggling with herpes. But first, let me tell you a little bit about our practice. At Yin Yang Dermatology, we use Chinese herbal medicine to heal the skin. We're all about using highest quality herbs and preparing them the right way to achieve optimal results. For acne, psoriasis, eczema, and other skin conditions, patients take herbs internally as teas. In addition, they'll use our handmade herbal ointments and creams. Healing the skin is a journey, and we believe that for many people, holistic medicine can offer the best path to clear and healthy skin. Herpes. It's a topic that nobody wants to talk about, but because this particular virus can cause so much anguish, I feel it's important to explore why Chinese medicine is a great treatment option. So today I'd like to tell you about one of my patients who sought herbal medicine for ongoing outbreaks of herpes. And when this patient first came in to see me for her first consultation, she had already been suffering with frequent herpes flares for more than 2 years. And I'm telling you about this particular patient because there was a very obvious link between the emotional and physical sides to her flares. She contracted the virus from a sexual assault when she was in college, and her emotions ranged from anger and rage to shame and anxiety. She had herpes flares once or twice every month, almost always just before her period started, and often a few days after one flare had calmed down, a new one would start and it began again. So each new outbreak was a reminder of the assault, which in turn threw her into a new episode of stress and emotional pain. And these feelings of anxiety and helplessness only seemed to make the physical symptoms even worse. She had this ongoing back and forth cycle of flares causing emotional episodes, which then triggered another flare, and it continued on and on like this. She also had a weak immune system, so she'd get sick frequently, and she had chronic low energy. And she thought these factors could also be contributing to how often the herpes outbreaks were happening. By the time she saw me for herbs, she had been on different antiviral medications, 2 different antiviral medications, which provided little relief. And she was also in therapy. So this was good, but it wasn't enough to break the cycle of the herpes. And now her case is extreme. It's not typical of what I see on a day-to-day basis, but I'm highlighting it because it's very common for there to be a strong interplay between the physical and the emotional aspects for patients I see with chronic herpes. My patients have contracted the virus in all sorts of situations, from a fun fling to sex with a friend, from their first encounter with a new romantic partner, to even being in a long-term marriage with an infected partner. And regardless of how they contract what really is nothing more than a virus, the fact that it is sexually transmitted often causes a strong emotional response. Many people are angry that this is happening to them, or they're angry at their sexual partner. Sometimes it's a former sexual partner, and they'll tell me things like, "I think I know who did this to me," or "I haven't confronted them about it yet." Some people have strong feelings of shame, and they'll say, "This is the first time I've ever talked about it." So it's embarrassing, causes shame. And for me, as a practitioner, one of the most important things about Chinese herbal medicine is that it's a holistic treatment. Every herbal formula is customized and individualized to treat both physical and emotional aspects. So for this patient, herbal medicine was great because some of the herbs in her formula were strong antivirals, while others addressed like rage and anxiety and depression. And in conjunction with the therapy she was already doing, the spirit calming herbs in her formula helped with emotional healing. Herpes responds well to herbs made into formulas because I incorporate several antiviral herbs in each blend, and they'll change as the treatment progresses. Also in her case, herbs were used to boost the immune system, which was helpful for the prevention as well as her overall healing and energy level. So this was a great success story because healing from herpes transformed this patient's whole life. And as I said, this example is a particularly severe case, but really in every case of herpes, herbs are customized to meet the individual needs of each patient. And this means that I'll prescribe different herbs for anger than I would for anxiety or depression. I would use specific herbs for female patients if herpes outbreaks happen around the period. And each herb formula addresses whatever other symptoms are going on, from headaches to chronic digestive problems. Herbal treatment will take into account the whole picture. Herpes is one condition that responds well to herbal treatment, even in cases where pharmaceuticals haven't been enough. It's my belief that the reason for this is that there's a synergy of multiple antiviral herbs together with other herbs that treat the whole person. If you want to learn more about Chinese herbs for skin conditions, check out our other videos and visit our website at yinyangdermatology.com. And if you're ready to schedule an appointment, you can book that online too. Our clinic is in Los Angeles, but if you live outside the LA area, we do offer phone or Skype consultations as well. Thanks for your interest in herbal medicine, and I appreciate you watching the video.